Welcome to Western Sports Weekly, and thanks for joining me tonight. I'm Amy Wilson. The world's top 35 bull riders were in Des Moines, Iowa this weekend, and they were bested by 20-year-old rookie Derek Kolbaba, who said that winning the event might be the coolest thing ever and that he had been working his whole life for a moment like that. He was 89 points in the championship round to go 2 for 3 on the weekend and secure the win. The Walla Walla, Washington bull rider is now 7th in the world standings.
Bull turns back away from his hand. He's moving, doing everything right. And watch this bull take a long jump, back the other way, picks him up really good. Now, when the whistle blows, he just kind of lets him have him, you know, just kind of relaxes and gets out there, kind of hits in a bad spot. Bull doesn't take Frank or Jesse and just takes a hold of him. He knows where he's going. That's when, Shorty, that's when we talk about them smart bulls compared to mean bulls. He knew what was going on. He knew who he was going after.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and that's no excuse for us. One of the things that happened, though, right there, as Derek was coming off the back door, his spur hung in the flank. It untied that flank, dropped it off. That takes the kick out. That means that bull's got all four-wheel drive. He come full ahead right there. Smart bull. We'll remember him for next time. We won't let that happen again.
A bull to the right is good news for Guillermo Marchi. He made his first qualified ride in at least 7 attempts to win round 2. Here's J.W. Hart's take on the ride.
And this bull goes to the right. Watch how Guillermo keeps his butt to the outside of that spin. And what that does, it kind of fools that bull in to knowing that he's going to buck him off that way so he won't go back that direction. That's just smarts on and you know, wisdom on Guillermo's part.
Marchi finished the event in 2nd place after also covering his championship round bull. Reigning 2-time PBR World Champion J.B. Mooney doesn't shy away from getting on the rank as bulls. Des Moines was no different as Mooney selected World Championship bull contender Airtime in the championship round.
Airtime best J.B. Mooney for a 3rd time in a row.
Bull didn't have, I didn't think, a real great day, only a 45 score, and that's great, but not great for this bull. This bull can do better than that.
Now to the bulls that scored the highest. It was a tie between this bull, Crossfire, and Pearl Harbor. They each marked 45.75 out of 50 during the championship round. Crossfire bucked off Gage Gay in 1.89 seconds, and here's Pearl Harbor making quick work of Reese Cates.
He's got his work cut out for him. This bull's real long in those jumps.
Slappy. Man, Pearl Harbor with the first move that is going to leave everyone hoping to never get on the back of that bull. Pearl Harbor explodes out of the chute. That last 1.8.
Bull kind of high horses out of there, and it just sets Reese back on his pockets.
The Better Barrel Races World Finals took place in Oklahoma City. 6,587 total runs were made and nearly $613,000 was paid out. There was also $150,000 in prizes, including 49 saddles. Some of those prizes went back to Loveland, Colorado with Kathy Carell-Roche in the Bbr World Finals Championship round. Kathy rode Smoke and Sunshine to a time of 15.266 to win the 1D and $12,500. She had qualified to the finals in 9th place after running a 15.423 second run. Thanks to VizWorks.com for this video. Now to the Bbr World Finals Futurity Slot Race winner. Here's announcer Garrett Urigan with Chris Martin.
Yeah, he suffered an injury at Diamonds and Dirt, and we had to do surgery on him right after as soon as we left from Diamonds and Dirt. So he covered around the barrels the first time when we were here in the exhibition, and we only got one exhibition. So we just loped him through, breezed him through there, and he worked good, and we just said, we'll just go for it and see what happens.
And that kind of makes you second guess all the training you do outside of the arena a little bit, doesn't it?
You know, this horse, he hadn't been rode probably a total of 65 times since May. He's had another injury. As sound as he is, he's had a couple of injuries that have kept him off for a long time. But he never tells me no, and he gives me his heart every time. So,
and that $15,000 will make it feel a little bit better tonight, won't it?
Oh yeah, it makes it worth it, definitely.
Chris was talking about Frenchman's Perks, a 2012 buckskin stallion who is owned by Jason Gunter. There were 17 entries in the Bbr Finals Futurity Slot Race, and it paid over $38,000. Chris and Frenchman's Perks clocked a 15.646 to earn just over $15,000 for the win. Over the weekend, the Clovis PRCA Rodeo continued California's spring rodeo run. Thanks to professional photographer Matt Cohen, here are some great shots of the action. Over $281,000 was paid out, and picking up about $4,500 of that was Josh Peak, who won the all-around. In the bareback riding, Jake Brown was 89 points on Growney Brothers' Wild and Blue, which tied the arena record. He won over $8,000. Steer wrestler Jacob Talley was 18.7 seconds on Forehead. He won a total of $6,300. In the tie-down roping, Stetson Vest won the average with 38.8 seconds on Forehead. Barrel racer Sarah Rose McDonald won the second round and placed in the first round and finals to win the average with 49.03 on 3 runs. She won over $7,000. In the bull riding, it was Joseph McConnell who claimed the win after riding Growney Brothers' Crystal Deal. For 88.5 points, he won $6,900. Saddle bronc rider Rusty Wright had a good weekend. Matt Cohen caught this perfect photo of his ride in Clovis, and here is the video of his ride on Birch Rodeo's Lunatic from Hell. He was 88 points to win over $7,000. Rusty is now 4th in the PRCA World standings after also winning Auburn, California's rodeo this weekend. The team roping average was won by a team who grew up in California roping together. Spencer Mitchell and Justin Davis were 24 flat on Forehead. They each took home about $6,000. Their chemistry paid off in round 2 when they set a new arena record with this run of 4.2 seconds. The previous record at Clovis was 4.5, which had stood since 2000. Mitchell and Davis are in the top 10 in the PRCA World standings and are looking to fulfill their goal of competing together at the NFR. Rodeo All-Star was recently held at the National Western Complex in Denver, Colorado. Rodeo All-Star contestants are selected by committee from all the major rodeo associations, while one contestant from each category is selected by the public through online fan voting. There were 3 rodeo performances over the weekend. 2 semifinal competitions decide which contestants from all 7 rodeo events will have the opportunity to compete in the finals for the title of Rodeo All-Star Champion. In the bareback riding, 3-time world champion Will Lowe was 89 points in the finals. He then faced off with Buck Lunick, who had scored 84 in the finals. In the shootout round, Lowe was 86 points to claim the win. In the steer wrestling, the finals came down to Seth Brockman, who was 5.22, and Josh Boca, who was 4.97. Prevailing in the shootout was Seth Brockman from Wheatland, Wyoming, with a time of 5.19 seconds. Now to the team roping. Clayton Van Aken from Laramie, Wyoming, and Colin Teller from Pierce, Colorado were 5.81 in the finals. They came back to the shootout and connected for the win with a time of 4.87 seconds. In the classic event of saddle bronc riding, Court Shear and Jake Wright battled it out in the shootout round. Court Shear from Ellesmere, Nebraska claimed the win after scoring 84 points. To the tie-down roping, it came down to Trellette Bauer, who was 9.9 in the finals, and Michael Otero, who was 9.85. In the shootout round, Michael Otero tied his calf in 9.06 to become the champion. The ladies barrel racing saw Lindsay Cruz from Winston, Montana dominate. She won her semifinals round, won the finals ahead of Brittany Diaz, and then won the shootout round with the fastest time of the event, 15.585 seconds. In the bull riding, Ty Parkinson from Waycross, Georgia was 80 in the semifinals to advance to the finals. The bulls won in the finals and the shootout rounds, but Ty was awarded the Rodeo All-Star Championship. Our congratulations to all the winners. Now to cutting. The 2016 Lucas Oil NCHA Super Stakes wrapped up in Fort Worth, Texas. There were several champions crowned, but today we're highlighting Katie Rice, who claimed victory in the limited non-pro 4-year-old final. Katie rode Miss Lorena to mark a 220.5.
So this is the first time you've made a final and you happen to have taken it out. What does this mean to you, this win in the Will Rogers?
So much, really. You know, getting to watch Taryn win in here, and then, you know, wanting to do this whole time, and then finally having a horse to be able to do it on. It's what everybody else says, just unbelievable and really, really a good feeling. I like her heart and her try. She tries so much for me every time, and every time I do something wrong, she tries to come back and let me help her put her in the right spot, and I really appreciate that about her a whole lot.
Well, coming up next, I'll be joined in studio by singer-songwriter Austin Whaler.
Gives everything he's got, all his heart and soul, for bright lights and 10 nights of Las Vegas gold.